cable. So I had to remove this another bracket here for the cables just so it could move a little bit more. So there. I guess if you're planning to buy one, get the 22 so you can, move this either upward or lower. I can't put it lower. This handlebar, just because of this cable being stretched on a 28 millimeter. So there. What else? So going back, so I think this is a good bike for again beginners and also for someone who just wanted to get a relaxing cruiser, a light cruiser as well. Um, yeah, I guess that's it that I can think of on top of my mind. But talk about the cons. So, well, the very common for a CLC 450 issue is the rear brake. I've seen a couple of posts and questions online and how their rear brakes are. So technically, um, I don't know if it's a mechanical issue or whatnot, but the rear brake is not so good. You'll feel a small bite, but if you're running at let's say 100 or 120, you won't feel that brake power there. So it's a good thing that the front brake is very, very good. Um, it has a stronger bite. I guess that's good enough for you to, you know, stop on a high speed. But then again, this is a cruiser, so you don't have to speed up that much. So just do so if the road is clear and if it's safe. So that's one. Um, Very common rear brake. Second is um, the belt seat. This one. I don't know if it's called belt seat or sprocket, but you know. I've seen a couple of owners as well posting that when you put this on a center stand and then you put it in first gear, this wobbles a bit. So I don't know if it's common or if it's normal, but um, one of the mechanics said that this belt seat or this bracket is not that sturdy. So when your bike or when you pull your bike on a say I don't know how to put it in words, but just in case you put in the throttle, so it kind of snaps this sprocket. I don't know what you call it again. Um, it kind of snaps it and then it kind of bends it depending on how you put torque on your engine. So it's aluminum if I'm not mistaken. That's why it's not that sturdy. I hope they had made a metal out of it or maybe something stronger that can withstand that power of the belt, um, so it won't wobble. That's what was told, but I guess it really is something about this side here. So I'll post the video or include that video here as well. All right, what else? I guess that's pretty much what I have so far. So if there are anyone still thinking about buying it, well, like other cruiser bikes, I think there are pros and cons on each of the bikes. You just have to weigh in, if you can say deal with it or live with those cons and move on. Um, I guess this is since this is a belt drive cruiser. Just so you know, the belt cost around 22k, thousand pesos, more or less, depending on where you're gonna get it. But I think it's if it's in from the dealer, it's somewhere around 22k. So if you're willing to spend those kind of maintenance, then yeah, I guess this is good enough for you. All right. What else? Oh, by the way, so at my 500 kilometer um, mileage, I had a leak issue here on this side. So unfortunately, it wasn't covered by warranty because it's a wear and tear kind of part. So I just had to, buy one and had it replaced by the shop. So I don't know if there's anyone else that had an issue about it. So there. What else? So far the belt is okay. I didn't have any other issues aside from this one, the leak, the oil leak. I think it's just the oil gasket or something that we had to replace. In terms of gear shift, so I kind of find it hard shifting. Um, I don't know if it's just because I'm not like, how do you term it? Like preloading the gear before you punch the clutch. I used to not do that, but then when I get used to do the preload thing, then it's kind of okay. So I think you just have to do that. You can, adjust it from this linkage here. So I think I can leave it that. Um, what else? Can think of anything else, but something that I had in mind earlier. Oh, for your PMS, so there's a lot of questions around what kind of engine oil you use versus what's being recommended in the dealership. So, if in case you get to have your PMS on first 500, so by the way, they called me on my first 500 kilometer odometer, or at least I think that's a month after a month. So they said it's a requirement that you had to change your engine oil at 500 or at least a month because the engine oil that was put in initially by the factory, you don't know how long it's been there because, say, for example, this one is a 2024 model. I bought it on a 2025. So that means to say that that engine oil is somehow had to be replaced already. So there. At first, what the shop is recommending or the dealership is recommending is their engine oil in their shop. So what they had was a BG. It's called BG. It's a 20W50, but it's semi-synthetic. And then I think there is another liqui moly. Um, this is where I had my bike PMS. Um, but that's what we used. And then when I checked with the rest, they didn't recommend the 20W50 because it's too thick. Um, it's just that on a 50 weight, if I'm not mistaken, it should be able to handle that much of heat, in the engine. So it makes the oil better handle that kind of heat, and it kind of extends that and oil life, engine oil life. But then again, some say again it's too thick and it makes the engine work harder because of that thick oil. But if you read the manual, it recommends you to use a 10W40. So that's what I use on my second PMS. So I used this Repsol Racing 10W40. It's fully synthetic. So far, so good.